What is going on, everybody? I hope all of y'all out there is doing great. I'm doing okay. So, you know? But in this video, I want to talk about how you can identify fake friends. So I'm going to be giving out 5 tips of red flags to look out for when it comes to identifying these friends. But first, before I get started, if you're new to the page, my name is Alex. Welcome. You can do me a real big favor, and that favor is hitting that like button down below and also hitting that subscribe button down below. That'll help me out tons. I appreciate it. So now let's get into it. Let's start with tip number 1. Your friend only seem to like you or want to be around you when they need something from you. To me right there, that is a big red flag because it shows that they are only a user. They're willing to only have you around because you are a benefit to them so that they can have an accomplishment to help them further themselves. That can be helping them with rides to places, borrowing money, babysitting, anything that you can think of. They only call you or hit you up when they need a favor from you, working on their car, anything. And that's the only time that you hear from them. That's a major red flag. Like, how come that person don't hit you up when it comes to just enjoying their company? Any friend that only contacts you to use you is not a friend at all. Put that in perspective. Think about it. Now for tip number 2. Your friend try to isolate you from other relationships that are happening in your life. And that can also be from bad mouthing your other friends or even the relationship that you're in. And that right there is a big red flag because they're being obsessive. And being obsessive can be toxic because they're just your friend. So why don't they want you to experience happiness when it comes to other people or even being in a relationship? Some people in that category might even think to themselves that they want you to only rely on them. And that right there is not right. Have you ever had a friend that was obsessive and didn't want you to have any other friends? I want you to put your comments down below and let us know or let me know if you ever had that experience before. And you can let me know if that's a sign of a fake friend or if that's just them being toxic. Now here's tip number 3. Friends that only call you when something is wrong in their lives. Now to me, that is another red flag. I feel that it is good for us to be there for our friends when they are going through stuff. Trials and tribulations happen to a lot of us. But at the same time, when we only hear from friends when they're going through rough patches in their life, then what are we good for? We're not your therapists, we're your friends. We should be there for happy moments, bad moments, joyful, all the moments, not only just to be a Dr. Phil. I guess some people are okay with being other people's Dr. Phil, but not everybody. Because the thing is that a lot of us who believe in my type of spirituality, we believe that tons of people who only come up to us with negative feelings by bad things happening in their lives, it drains us. You know, we feel like we lose our energy when we only hear from this person and it's only because of things that are going bad in their lives. You know, that's like a quick way of us looking at our cell phones and screening their calls like, oh, I don't want to hear from this person because this person only hit me up when something bad's happening. I don't feel like listening today. Let me just call them back later. Tip number 4. Somebody who is very self-centered. They monopolize every conversation and always try to direct it back towards them. To a lot of people, that is a big red flag because you're not giving anybody the chance to actually share their perspective or their feelings about something because it always reverts back to you. Like, self-centered. That's huge. Because if you think about it, right? If you're speaking to somebody and they're always like, yeah, but me, and yeah, but I, and yeah, I went through this. Or if you're saying a story that you want to get off your chest and they interrupt you, and they try to one-up you on your story. Let me give you a small example. Yo, bro, it's crazy, right? One time I had this dream, right? In this dream, yo, I seen this black figure just come out the cut, right? Oh, you seen the black figure? Yo, that ain't nothing. You should have saw what I saw in my dream. Yo, in my dream, this is what happened, right? A lot of us don't like that. I know I don't. I know a lot of you don't. So, let's get on to the final tip. Tip number 5. A lot of us can relate to this. Lord, man. Friends who are not shy to ask you to borrow money, but they don't have the same enthusiasm to return the money that they borrowed. Major red flag. Completely major red flag. And a lot of you don't even need this tip. You yourself already know that that person is not genuinely your friend when you have to hunt for them, search them down to get your money back. Now all of a sudden it's that funky $20 or that funky $40, whatever that you let them use. They don't have that same energy. And it's also real whack when they don't prioritize you when it comes to paying you back your money. Because the thing is, you could be in a situation where it could be your last, but you're like, but you know what? I don't need it for anything just yet, but I am going to need it by the time they do pay me back. So you pull it out your pocket, you give it to them, and then when that time comes, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, sis. I don't have it. I have you next week or the week after. And then it sucks even more, and this is beyond a red flag. It's like 3 red flags that you're throwing up. If they actually have the audacity to, instead of paying you back, they start purchasing other stuff with the money that they are now spending that could have been yours. Or that is yours. Wait, I have a bonus tip. I have a bonus one. A bonus one for you. Friends who do not respect your boundaries. That is a major red flag. That's something that you have to take to the grave with you. If they can't respect it, they are not your friends. It doesn't matter how small or how big you feel that your boundaries are. If you have a vocal conversation with them about what would upset you, about what would offend you, and they still cross that line, they ignore those boundaries, they're not your friends. That's what I wanted to add. And that example can be a large variety of no matter what it could be. I can speak from personal experience, but I'm not going to on this video. So I want to have one more call to action. If you're feeling this, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification button, because there will be more videos like this coming up, because I am into social behaviors and I do like talking about this type of stuff. I love psychology. I love things that have to do with people, the way that we think, the way that we respond, things to look out for. So I appreciate the love once again. And if you feel this, please share it. Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Thanks again, y'all. Have a good night.